And news then just coming into us that France's former president, Nicolas Sarkozy, has been found guilty of criminal conspiracy with a view to committing a crime. Sarkozy, though, acquitted on separate charges of corruption by the judge. The judge saying he allowed his close aides to act with a view to obtaining financial support for the campaign. Well, let's cross then to the court. We're going to talk to our reporter, Claire Paccalin, who is there for us. Claire, you were in the courtroom when those judgments came through. Just tell us the latest then.
Well, I've just stepped out of the courtroom to speak to you. The judgment's still being read out by the judge. We have not heard what the sentence will be for Nicolas Sarkozy as well as his ministers. We do know that 3 of the defendants, though, have been fully cleared of the accusations against them. Eric Woerth, who was one of Nicolas Sarkozy's ministers when he was in the heyday of his French political career, as well as Edouard Ulmo and Ahmed Saleh Bouchan. Those 3 men have all been fully acquitted, but the other defendants in the case, remember there are 13 altogether, but 2 of them have died. Among those defendants, there have all been partially acquitted or partially found guilty, and we are hearing and getting more information about who did what, according to the judge, in the courtroom just behind me. What I can tell you is from where I was sitting, I had a good view of the back of Nicolas Sarkozy's head as I stared through different people's shoulders. He was sitting right in the front row, listening intently to everything the judge had to say. His wife, Carla Bruni, is there, as well as his children who've come here today to support Nicolas Sarkozy, of course, always denying that he entered into a pact of corruption with the late Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi. But very much as we speak, the readings, the judgment are still being read out in the courtroom just behind me.
So, Claire, for people who are just joining us and may not know the details, if you like, of what Sarkozy was accused of, just explain it to us.
Nicolas Sarkozy's faced various different legal woes. He's already been convicted twice in 2 separate trials, but this is by far the most serious accusation against him. The accusation was that he entered into a so-called pact of corruption with the late Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi before what was then a successful presidential campaign in 2007. The accusation was that he accepted millions of euros in cash from the Libyan former dictator, and he used that money to fund his election campaign. Now, Nicolas Sarkozy has always strongly denied these accusations, as have his ministers. 3 of his ministers were also on trial. He's called them a fable, grotesque, ludicrous, lies driven by revenge. But what's interesting and what's been making the news here in France is that one of the key defenders in this case of Ziad Taqeddine, who accused Nicolas Sarkozy of this, he said he himself took a plane from Libya and arrived in Paris with bags stuffed with cash that went straight into the heart of France's Interior Ministry. Nicolas Sarkozy was Interior Minister at the time. Ziad Taqeddine died 2 days ago in Lebanon. He's a Franco-Lebanese businessman, and we heard from in the courtroom today the judge confirming that a death certificate had reached her hands and that Ziad Taqeddine had been confirmed dead. He died after a heart attack in Lebanon. He had gone to Lebanon because Lebanon does not extradite its citizens, and he was convicted a few years ago in a separate trial for having taken kickbacks in arms deals between France and Pakistan, or France and Saudi Arabia. So Ziad Taqeddine, a key defendant in this trial, absent and has passed away 2 days ago in Lebanon.
Claire, thanks very much. We'll let you get back into the court to hear the rest of the verdicts as it continues to